Hi, welcome to the award-winning Ed Brown Show. Hey, we got something special here, and we have Miss Richmond here, and we're gonna talk about Christmas, but we're gonna talk about donating your Christmas money and present, maybe not the present because you don't know, donating it to charity, because I think that's the very, very good approach. There's a lot of people out there. When I say charity, it doesn't have to be the Santa Claus type thing. It could be anything that's needed by the individual. So this is a special Christmas show for you to donate money to charity. What do you think about that?
I
Ms.
think
Richmond?
that is wonderful, Mr. Brown.
I think that approach, they spend thousands of dollars, you know what I mean? But what we want to do too is talk about the Sweet Estimation magazine. Now,
Wonderful.
Now this has so many items in here, and you can get it at your local shopping center. And it has the different people that is Bobby Brown going to be showing around. And so if you want to, I think one of the stores, Whitman's, have them right at the front door. So if you really want to find out what to do this December, the entertainment, we got Bobby Brown, we got the Gingerbread House Contest. That's December 14th, and we have all sorts of entertainment. And the Sweet magazine is actually putting this out for people to actually, any type of entertainment. We got something here for the kids. But the main thing that I want to talk about, along with all this entertainment that be going on during the Christmas holiday, which Sweet magazine has done an excellent example of, is actually what we're going to do about giving to charity. That's what I said, instead of spending all it. And usually you get the wrong gift.
Right.
You give somebody a gift and it's something they didn't want, or they got a dozen of them.
Right.
You know,
that's why you need the gift
why
card.
Why not take this pledge from the Ed Brown Show? Take this pledge and instead of buying gift, donate to your favorite charity. What do you think about that, Ms. Richard?
I think it's wonderful because those, if you have more, most people give more. And it's just not about the toys. You can easily spend that kind of money setting up a college fund. You can set up donating it to charity. You can, making sure you have a nest egg. But if you give your time and talent and money to something that's worthwhile, I think that's great.
I think you hit the point right on the head. Time. Why don't you go to senior citizens' home and do something there? No, those senior citizens will be glad to see you. And the type of thing, this would be a big Christmas if instead of going and buying and going into debt and everything, go to a senior citizen home. Go to a home where they're actually, the kids need parental help. What is that? Parenthood?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
There's so many things that you can do without spending a whole lot of money. And I think it's going to, the youngsters, they really will appreciate it. And I know the seniors will. See?
Yes, and with seniors, because some of them don't have visitors,
right?
Or they may have a visitor maybe once a year or every couple of months. And the holidays, can be lonely if you don't have a family or friends to share it with. So definitely going to a seniors community would be great because you smile, you talk, you give out presents, or you just give them a sense of that they belong to something better and greater than themselves because they have people there that love them. Even though you don't know them, you can still show them love.
So that's the approach now. It's a lot of entertainments going on. There's Sweet magazine, right again, they coming out with the estimations and things that are going on in the Prince George's area, not just Prince George's County. They're all over the metropolitan area. But the thing that I'm stressing this time, and I don't think no other show is stressing, the fact that what you do, hey, what you do, go to a senior citizen home, get involved with some senior citizen, and what you don't make it a one-time shop. You know, in other
Right.
words, you develop in your civic association, you actually develop contact with that senior
Right.
citizen home or a charity that you can donate some of your time. Most
Right.
of you have more time than money. So
Right.
so this is the approach as far as this year's Christmas is concerned. Donate your time to some charity. It can be your own charity. I'm not saying, you know, certain charities. I'm not pushing the senior citizen, but I know that that is a charity that always need help, and the help is always physical.
And animals.
Yeah.
You know, you can do something for children, and you can also do something for the animals.
Mm-hmm.
So it's, I think it's a win-win. But I wanted to ask you some more about Sweet Magazine.
Okay.
So before I met you, I didn't know about Sweet Magazine,
right?
being, you
It's
know,
10
new to the
years
county.
old.
Being
People
new to
didn't-
the county, I
Yeah.
never even saw it on the newsstand.
Right.
But can you give us some history on the magazine?
Yeah.
I know that you are a consultant,
Right.
but can you tell us a little bit more
Very
about the
good.
magazine?
Roy Dennis is the editor, and they celebrated their 10th anniversary.
Wow.
Now, in Prince George County, there's no newspaper, magazine on the caliber level that the Sweet Magazine. And you got the county exec, you got all kinds of information in there that you can find out what's happening in Prince George County. You want to know about the National Harbor, you want to know about the different projects. Hey, do you know anything about the FBI? Huh? What about the hospital? What is the hospital going to, where is it going to be? Questions like that. The Sweet Magazine does a terrific job in informing people about the happenings here in Prince George County. And like I said, Roy Dennis has done an outstanding job.
Excellent job.
So, I mean, he covers everything. You know, I think the county exec was on one cover, you know, when he first came in about 3 or 4 years ago. And county exec has done a terrific job, and the county council too.
Right.
So this is really a big year, and you can celebrate it, like I said, by donating your time to some charity and spend it instead of spending the big bucks. Time is worth money, and that's what I like to hear you say. This is what you're going to do. That instead, hey, keep the bucks in your pocket and donate something to charity, and that something is time.
Right.
That's like you emphasized, Ms. Richmond, that is the main thing, because the senior citizen, they are, excuse the expression, they're dying to talk to people. You know what I mean? People come in and say hi and attend some of their programs. And this is the approach that we're going to take as far as the Ed Brown Show. Is I'm going to visit senior citizen home there in Bowie and Landover and all, and just to see, you know, what the reception is. What about you, Ms. Richmond?
And you can also, you know, always good for the soup kitchen or the homeless shelter. So there are many ways to do that. What I'm going to do, I'm not sure yet.
You're not.
I'm not sure yet exactly what it will be.
But actually, well, that's the idea, is that you do something to honor someone that has passed, maybe someone in your family or something. What you do is honor the people. Take time instead of, like I said.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah, I'm not talking about bucks going out there spending bucks. Save the bucks and give it to charity. Any charity, your own charity, whatever your charity is, this year you can mark down on the calendar that your Christmas was spent with X number of groups, or either your Christmas you were spent with any charity. I don't care what the name of the charity, whether it's church charity, civic association charity, whatever it is. You can mark this down on your calendar that, hey, I didn't spend a dime for presents. I donated to the charities.
Well,
And the charities, it's a lot of charities here. Oh my God, I mean, you can pick one.
And you know, now for children, they have everything.
Yeah,
So
they have
I
tons
mean,
of toys.
they have everything they need for social media. It's the games or the phones or the computers. They have everything. So I think it's
The
a way
electronics
to,
is going wild.
yeah,
you
they
know?
have it. So it's good
and
for
the
them to.
electronics is expensive. I
Right.
mean, I'm not talking about $10, $15. I'm talking about hundreds
Like,
of dollars.
yeah, $400, $500.
You know what I mean? So
But
that's what you want to do this
yeah.
year. Say, hey, I don't know what happened with Ed Brown. If we talk about Christmas, he's talking about donating to charity. That's what I'm saying. Or working your time. If you don't have the money, you have time. Everybody out there has time.
And
That's
it's
something.
good, yeah.
You may not have money, but you
Depends.
have plenty of time. And then I think the people will, in these charities, would appreciate you showing up, because this is the loneliest time of the year for anyone. I don't care whether if a kid doesn't have toys, that is bad.
But this is a good time to teach your children about giving.
About
so
giving
take your,
instead of
take your
getting.
children to the homeless shelter and let them see, you
Yeah.
know, how other people live.
Yeah, how many times you taking kids to the homeless shelter to make
Right.
them appreciate, you know, what you have worked all your life to give them? They don't understand it.
Right.
You know what I mean? You go out there and pay that hundreds of dollars for them games and toys and things like
Tennis
that.
shoes.
And then next month they can't find it.
Right.
That's the irony of the thing. Or either
Right.
they've tore it up.
Yeah. Or
One-
someone may have taken
it's
it
not
from
functioning.
school, you know, when
Yeah,
they're
somebody-
young, and it's the big,
right.
you know,
Someone
those
take-
shoes
it
and
doesn't last.
jackets. Right.
It doesn't last.
It's
And
just all material.
Really, I think that's a good point that you're making, is make the youngster appreciate what they have.
Right.
They take it for granted.
Right.
You know, 3 meals a day, roof over their head. Most of the kids, that's normal. You know, that's nothing extra.
And they're in all of these events, whether it's basketball or tennis or soccer or volleyball, and they don't understand that all of that costs money.
Right.
Everything you need to do with the sports costs money. And so you look at children that don't have that, and it's hard to believe it until you see it.
Right.
So I think they need to actually see other children.
Well,
see how the- yeah.
You're so right. Because the youngsters, they're so accustomed to having everything
Right.
that when they don't have it, you know, they don't appreciate the fact.
Oh, yeah.
You know that, and then most of the youngsters have allowances that are out of sight. You know, a friend of mine, he said, if you give the kids $100 a month for allowance, I said, what do they do? They $100 for what? I mean, you buy all the clothes, you got a roof on the head, you feed them, you give them $100. You know what I mean? I said, what is it? When I was coming along, you had to work for money. If you wanted extra money,
Right,
because
if you wanted something.
the necessities of life are provided.
Yes.
Normally to you. So,
Yes.
so what happens now? The kids at Christmas time, they have a list as long as a block, you know, of things that they not. These are things that they want, not need.
Right.
See,
Because
see, that's
right.
the key. Most of the things that they want, they don't need them.
Right, but
in
they're going to
order-
give the parents a long list.
Right.
And if they don't get it, then they're upset. But you have everything.
And then them toys, what happened with those toys? Is they disappear and they over
Right.
behind the bed or down in the basement and all that kind of stuff. A month afterwards, you know.
Right.
And then and the toys are expensive. And if you get into
Everything.
electronics, you're talking about hundreds of dollars, you know. But I'm asking people for a change. For a change this year, give to charity. And I mean, be proud of it. When your
Yes.
friends say, how was your Christmas? That was a beautiful Christmas. I went to see the senior citizen home. I went to the homeless and I did this, and that'll make you feel good too. I tell you, it really would.
And it
I
starts,
mean,
yeah,
you
it
won't
starts
feel
something.
guilty when you go out and buy that expensive gift for your wife or yourself. You know, you say, "Well, I shared this Christmas." How many of us are sharing Christmas? I bet it's very few. What I mean is, with time, time is just as good as money. When you visit the senior citizen home, when you go down to the homeless, when you do things like that, the churches, they have
Always something at church.
The churches have
Always
terrific
something.
program. If you can't find if you can't find a charity, go to any church, and believe me, they have plenty of charities that you can give to, and
Right.
that you can put some time in, whatever church it is. Volunteer for something other than going out and getting yourself in hock for the whole year. That's what
And,
happens.
you know, Mr. Brown, you mentioned something. I know that we have a family friend that does this. So for the holidays, she sets a place setting for her mother. So it's Thanksgiving or Christmas.
Although her mother is passed.
Even though she's passed, she sets a table setting for the mother, full setting. And so something like that, just to remembrance of your family.
Yes.
You know, that works too.
And see, a lot of people too. That's a great idea. Is honor the people that have passed in your family at Christmas time. You know, by going out. And it used to be a thing that most people did. They go out to the graveyard. You know, put flowers on the grave. You know, and that type of thing. But they don't do that anymore. You know.
We try and do it like once a year. We try to
once a year. You know, but I mean,
do that.
Basically, they don't. You know, it's a thing of the past. You know, but Christmas, the holidays, is a great opportunity for you to honor someone you would love that had passed away. You can do that too. Nothing wrong with that, and that doesn't cost you an arm and a leg. Christmas, most of you going into debt. That's going to last not 1 year, 2 or 3 years.
Several years.
And several years, especially when you get into electronics. And that's the thing they're pushing now, you know, out there. So you don't need it. Who said that you need all them fancy things? Convince yourself you don't need a gift that said that you're going to do something positive for someone, the needy, of any charity. I don't care what charity it is. You have a charity that you have been putting off that you should give to. And you know it too. You know it. Someone that's, no, I don't have any money. Yes, you do have the money. It's just your priorities have changed. Isn't that right?
That's absolutely true.
What do you think about
true.
a male and female? Do you think the female more sensitive to working charities than the male?
No, I think now it's probably split right down the middle. I think so, because everyone's working, and so you know you do have to make priorities, but you have to budget stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you know, for people in their
Now,
time, everyone's so busy. You know, you have to put everything on a list.
You have a point there, and this is the way that people can get involved in doing that. It's budget. Just like you put your electric bill, gas bill, light bill, all and budget. I mean, you pay that every month. Those utilities.
And that costs you a lot of money.
Those utilities you pay every month. You can do the same thing with the charity that you love. I mean, well, I'm talking about doing something on a charity basis that you love. I mean, that you appreciate, and that the people in that charity appreciate it, not just during Christmas, all year long.
All year round.
If you put a budget every month, just like you do your utility bill, something for charities.
Yes.
And leading the pack is the group of senior citizens who have paved the way. They make it possible for you to have that big house and
Oh,
that car and
absolutely.
all like that. You would
Yes.
have all of that. It wasn't for
Yes.
some senior citizen. So I'm pushing the senior citizens because I have a stake in that. But the thing I'm saying is that go visit the senior citizen home. Get involved with the youngsters. It's a lot of youngsters out there with they don't want the latest electronic thing. They just want a little tender, loving care from someone who cares about them. Hey, isn't it terrible when you don't have anybody to care about you? You're talking about loneliness, boy. Have you ever been through that? And holidays is worse.
Right. Right.
The holidays is worse. If you're sitting in a home, if you in a homeless situation, and you don't, holidays is the worst time of the year. You may be walking around spending money and eating. Eat 4 meals a day and all of that, but it's a whole lot of people in charities, and this is a good opportunity for you to get involved. Don't spend all that money. Look at the debt, 2 and 3 years that you got to pay for all those gifts. They don't need it. Okay.
And you know what some people, do too, which they've done forever, is starting in January they put stuff on layaway.
Yeah.
So by the time, it's time for Thanksgiving and Christmas, stuff is already paid for, but it's still, it's still a cost.
Well,
no matter what, still a cost.
I would say that having something like this, like I said, is unique, because most people are looking for gifts, and they're not thinking about the needy and the homeless and the seniors, because that group of people have paid the price, and some of them are victim of circumstances. They have nothing to do with it.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
They have nothing to do with their environment. But you can do something about it. And the irony of that, you can pick your own charity, whatever charity you like.
The other thing is when you can't buy a gift for someone or the gift that they wanted, then you start feeling guilty.
Yeah.
So it's like a catch-22. You want to do it for the person, but you're just not able to at that point, which is, a good thing to just donate.
Yeah.
It's, it's like your tithing, your time and talent.
Right. But most people, I would say, they look at the holidays as party time.
Right.
This is a party time. You're supposed to be enjoying yourself, not supposed to worry about if you have it, that's it. If you don't have it, then that's tough. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's the way the people look at the holiday. The holiday is the loneliest time of the year.
And the other thing that's funny, like I listen to my mom or my aunts and uncles, for them getting a gift may have just been an apple or a pear. And this is, of course, way back, way back then.
Well,
but that may have just been your gift.
See, I think the problem is that people forget they put the monetary thing first.
Right.
In other words, people criticize someone if they get a sock or a tie. Say, they only gave me a tie or a sock. Or what is it? Okay, so what did you give your girlfriend? What did you give your wife? Oh, that diamond, boy, tears your eyes up,
Right.
But, I mean, the significance of Christmas is not around gift giving. I mean, what you have to do, a gift to a senior citizen is you coming out, shaking their hand, and talking to them.
And you only have to give, if you want to give someone like the person that's, on the street, they're always, they want the money, right where you're sitting, to make your turn. And, $1. And it doesn't matter. You can't decide how they're going to use that $1, if they're going to use it to drink or smoke or eat.
Well,
so it's something that's simple,
I think
just
what
$1.
happens with that, too, the the children have to be trained to respond. The children are responding to Christmas because they've commercialized Christmas.
Oh, yeah. You want everything you see on the commercial.
Right.
You want it all.
Christmas is not something of gift giving. Really, you are supposed to be giving gift, and the gift of love is so important, and you don't have to pay for that.
No, just having your family around you and your close friends.
And you thank God that you made it through another year with all the problems going on in the world. Hey, are you forgiving?
And the family did that last Thanksgiving or Christmas. You know, or even this Christmas, you know, everyone, there's always a prayer, but everyone says what they're thankful for. And it's never I'm thankful because, you know, I got this new shoes or I got this new game.
Well,
it has something to do
commercialized.
Right, it has something to do with family.
And that's the thing that really takes away from when people say gift giving. The gift doesn't have to be a dime. The gift is love. It's a lot of things that you can express without money.
Exactly.
Most of us think the more you pay for something, the greater the love. No, that's not true.
And that's not true. And that's what a lot of children think, because you get the big gift.
You get the,
you know, that's a lot more love. But
ask the young lady,
truth.
I only got $1. You know, no, Mama didn't give me what I wanted, you know. So what happens is that passes from generation to generation. So you are considered number one if you give big gifts. That's the same way with people at work. When they exchange gifts, when they have, I remember exchanging the gift.
Something they've re-gifted.
And what happened? It wasn't what the lady thought. She thought it was an insult, you know, because they gave her something that she didn't want, you know, or they gave her cheap. Yeah, when you give that cheap gift, boy, that's what they measure you by. If you give diamonds, you're number one. But if you give a cheap gift, you know, they talk about you for the rest of the year.
And if it's a coworker, I mean, you know, what do you expect as a coworker? But that's how people are, you know.
Yeah, they measure their loyalty by the value of the gift.
Exactly. Absolutely.
The value, your loyalty, and that goes with the kids too. The parents, and because what did you get for Christmas? Oh, I only got You know?
That's the thing. I only got one.
I wanted so and so and so and so.
I wanted this, but I only got such and such.
Right.
And that's because they just think they don't know the value of money and the value of time. So
okay, this has been Ed Brown. I want to thank Mrs. Richmond for being here. And this is an unusual show. And you tell your friends about it. What's going to happen? You know, hey, don't give that gift. What you want to do is go to some charity, any charity, and give your time. That's what we need, more time, not money. This has been Ed Brown. I'll see you next year. No, we got 2 more shows. This is 2016 is running right up on us.
Can we mention the next couple of weeks?
And next couple of weeks, tell us about it quickly.
So we're going to have Rick Debonair, who's a model and artist, who's very young, doing his thing, starting his own screenplay. And then we'll also have someone to talk about Kwanzaa.
Okay, you heard it. What's coming up the rest of December? But hey, for December, we want everybody to give. Yes. Not money, gifts. Not gifts. What we want you to do is volunteer your time.